Hello. My name is Romanza Sorensen, and I live in Duchesne, and I just got into close to my heart, as you guys can tell, probably especially. I'm not as good as you guys, so the kit that I sent to you guys, I apologize. Some of the cards are kind of crude, and they probably aren't as professional looking as you guys. So anyway, what I had to do, what I did mine on is this oh gosh texture paste, and I'm going to show you some different examples I did. um, I apologize, I can't get my camera to go down as low, so you won't be able to. I do have one of these nifty things, but I haven't figured out how to do it with my phone and get it hooked onto my computer and all that stuff. I'll have to talk to one of the gals. I took time to check out some of the videos I missed seeing um, today. I did see some of you guys live over at Janelle's, and that was so fun. I'm sure glad I went to that. But anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm not really going to paste because I mean, it's so simple to do. But what I am going to do, and some of these are about, they have hills with snow on it because I figured the transfer paper would be pretty cool with that. But anyway, um, I'm missing my little guy. Go down. Yep, he did. Hold on. This is me going away. This is me coming back. Okay, sorry. Okay, so what I did is for the hills and the mountains, and you guys have probably done this a million times, but in case you haven't, because I didn't have a die cut, I didn't have a tape, so I just did a mask, and I kind of checked to see how high I wanted it to go because I didn't want it to go too high. And on one of them, I have like so that you guys could post. I gave you some cute little gnome to have to color in, and the little hill goes down, you know, here, and I have a bigger gnome that I put up here, and then up here on the top, there's a littler gnome. So trying to give the effect that they're at a distance. Um, and if you guys don't have the Christmas gnomes or any of the, I tried to put in a couple of sentiments, and somebody probably was lucky enough to get it, but there are some that say social distancing, um, happy holidays from a distance. Uh, well, I'll show you pictures. I'll post the pictures. Anyway, so you just to do it, you know how to do it. You just kind of head around until you come down to the, gosh, I threw one of my samples. Anyway, you know what I mean? It's kind of whatever you think heel looks like. And you'll see that when you get your um, samples in the mail. So, so what we have here, we have the trio or the big one, like I just showed you. And this is, sorry, glasses on. This is the texture paste that is opaque matte. There we go. And then we have some texture paste that is transparent matte. I'm going to show you some examples of what these will do. The one I gave you guys for a sample is, because obviously I had so much of it, is the texture paste opaque matte. And yeah, I got to tell you guys, I'll tell you as I'm doing this, but this one is, I really like this one. It's my favorite. And it is called uh, texture transparent gloss. So there's the three kinds that we have. Now, obviously, because I did clouds and beards, you'll see, and snow, I did not add color, but and I was going to show you how you can add color. I was going to do one that way. I didn't because I'm still not quite sure, but I believe you put it on your mat, on a mat, and then you take your palette knife and just kind of put the drop of ink, from your re-inkers, and you can add color. Now, this is a little sample sheet that I did so you could see what each of them do. Why am I having a problem with this stupid camera? It's like moving with me. Okay, So the top one here, that is your opaque matte. And, you know, when you go thicker, I got a little blue on some of the clouds. And I thought the opaque matte is a lot thicker than the other. But see the texture? I don't know if you can see it, but oh gosh. Okay, so see, I'm thinking the texture. My, it's moving. That's so weird. Okay, so that's with the opaque matte. And that's the color I sent you guys. Da, 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 da. Okay, then this one, this one, yeah, yeah. Stupid camera's moving. I guess I have something on my. It's never done that before though. Um, this one is called the transparent texture paste, and it is matte as well, which just means it's not sparkly. But you can see the texture if I hold it still, right there. Trying to make the clouds fluffy. And this one is, seeing you can see a little bit of the blue coming through, but not a lot. Now this one is my favorite. That's the gloss, transparent gloss. You know how, you know, clouds, some kind of have blue lining. I should have did silver. If you notice it's shiny, I like shiny, pretty and shiny. But and it it depends on how you use this. Okay, um, all of them. You can give them bumpier or not so much like that one. If you notice, there's a little bit of texture in it, but not too much. Oh gosh, bear with me. I hope this isn't backwards. But anyway, if you see that, there's some right there that's textury, and then some right there, and but the rest is kind of smooth. What I found when you put that on your picture, you're going to use the palette knife, and you'll probably put that on your mat down below your. Show you down below. And then what I do is I can either pounce on it. It depends on how I want it to look. If I want it bigger and fluffier, or if I just kind of I could chop it up like that. It gives it different effects, is what I'm trying to get to you. Another effect you can do is take a sponge and go daubing on it. Uh, the sponge will work. The sponge, I like that technique better. I just found that out from talking to Sandra, and I says, "How did you get your clouds to look so cool?" And she daubed it with a sponge, and that was on the ink. So I thought, well, if it worked for ink, it's got to work for the transfer powder and or the transfer paste. As you can tell, it did. It made it flatter. Anyway, like I said, it depends on what you're looking for. So you can use the palette knife or a sponge. Now let me show you some things. Well, see, I'll give you some examples. This is the, look how thick I got that. Okay, that's why I said when you're, oh, I forgot to tell you, when you're masking your hills, if you want the like the blue to show through, somebody said, you know, when stuff is really cold, like snow is, you want a little bit of blue showing through. I don't like that one as well, and it is really bumpy. It looks like someone's been playing in the snow and, you know, clunking it up. Like, but it, yeah. Then this one I did. Um, no, blue's a little bit different, but you just kind of go around the top of your mask and do that, you know, with the blue and just kind of line it out. Um, Now this one, okay, that first one was plain old matte, okay. Then this one, I mean, opaque matte. This one's your transparent matte, okay. And then I would show you, can't believe I did this. I would show you the gloss, but just today, for some stupid reason, because I should have waited until after my class, but I had a friend coming over, so I hurried up and used that one because I thought it would be nice and sent it away on its merry way to give to somebody already. So let me show you the difference here. Okay, so this is your opaque matte on a beard, and Oh, shoot. Yeah, that one, see where his nose should be there, and then um, his nose and then his beard. I wanted to cover his nose to make sure that worked. Then this is the opaque matte. Wonder if I'm still, yeah, I'm still going. Anyway, that's the opaque matte and or the transparent opaque. And if you see, that's a little, you can't see too much through it, but enough to see the lines. And it's not glossy. It's just, you know what I mean? Because it's transparent, you can see the lines that I colored in on his beard, but you can't see any gloss to it. And then so on this one, I did the transparent gloss, and it is really shiny. I don't think I've ever met a man with a beard that had a shiny beard unless he like spilled on it. Anyway, let's see. Then what I wanted to show you is you want to make sure what you're stamping with. That's for darn sure because my little Santa here. Um, Two things is on the ink. You don't want to use the regular ink. You want to see how he not only did it bleed through, but it came out green. If you notice, his mustache is green. And so that is the opaque, no, trans, yes, that's the transparent matte. This one is the uh, transparent gloss. I'm coming in just a second. And I did it. I'm going to have to cut this short. This is seedless preserves. I kept calling it grape. And it's purple, obviously, because you can tell that when it gets a little wet, like how it oxidized, when it oxidized with the uh, with the paint, the texture paint, of course, it bled through. This is the color. It's supposed to be the darker purple. And if you notice, I got like reddish purple because it came through because I used the oxide over here. You know, when I was trying to do it. I think yes, I did. I textured the whole page. No, I didn't. I just did the tree. And then I put a little, was that the flares with this. So anyway, I better get going. My mother needs me in the bedroom. So anyway, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And hopefully we'll do this again because it was sure fun. Okay, see you guys. Bye.